Hello, my name is Gary Curtin. I'm the principal euphonium of the Foden's band, and I play Adams. I've come over with my beautiful instrument to have some little bits of tightening done, did some development, and I've been testing some other new ideas that we have on the block as well. It's really good. It's good to be here. My specific Adams instrument is an E1. We have an 80 bell on here, 0.80 bell, so it's a heavier bell. I play in brass bands, as you know. I play in a big sounding brass band, so we have to give some serious volume at times, and this instrument for me can absolutely take every inch of the volume I can throw at it. So that's why I went for this. We developed this carbon trigger, which is really, really fantastic. It's incredibly light, and playing wise it actually changes the overtones as well, and it makes the instrument just sing much more nicely, and even more so in the upper register, which is what I found. The adjustments I've had is just changing the size of the leg a little bit, just to be a little bit more snug. It means there might be a little bit more drag on the trigger, but again, always messing around, always developing, always tinkering to see if we can adjust in small, tiny little ways. So this piece here, the adjustable gap receiver, or the AGR, initially when I first tried it, I didn't really know that it made much of a difference, but the longer I've had the instrument, the more of a difference I find it makes. So should I screw this all the way in, which is probably how you buy your instrument, the instrument feels more like this. And the more you unscrew it, the instrument starts to do this sound-wise. The fantastic thing about it also is, I find that some notes that are usually difficult on a euphonium, like for me, top C sharp, top E, things like that, they're usually a very thin note. These actually open the ability of the player to be able to hit those nice and sweetly. But you can find your sweet spot depending on what you're playing, or depending on how you play with your mouthpiece specifically. So the good thing is you can adjust. Should you buy maybe another instrument on the market, that isn't available. I had heavy caps as well. Again, I like to tinker, I like to mess around. So as you can see here, I've taken the heavy version of the caps up here off, but the heavy caps remain here. Again, I might change that at some point depending on what I want to sound like at any given time, but it's pretty amazing that I can have these adjustments whenever I want to. So the brass band models for Adams, it's kind of a funny thing. So myself and, as you probably know, Glyn Williams play these instruments. Glyn started on an E2, which is quite a heavy instrument, and he's got a lighter bell on it. I started on a light instrument and I've put a very heavy bell on it. So we've actually probably met somewhere nicely in the middle. But as we all know, instruments are personal. If you want an instrument that can translate through other genres also, perhaps if you play in wind bands, perhaps if you do orchestral stuff, or if you do solo work, then you might want something slightly lighter. So the great thing about this brand is that you can tailor your instrument to be that. You can have somewhere sweet in the middle, and you can have a heavier instrument if you want to go to brass bands, or much lighter instrument if you want to do solely solo work. The benefits for me working with Adams as a company is that obviously we have fantastic instruments. I mean, that's going to go without saying. It runs deeper for me though, and I've learned this more and more when I've been with the company longer and longer, and that is that the people here want to all do the best for every player who plays their instrument. Everyone gets on board, everyone tries to help, everyone is friendly, and everybody wants to do a good job. There's constant innovation. It's fantastic to work with this company. If you're in the market for a euphonium, or you want to test some euphoniums, please go to your dealer. Go to the shows where they have these instruments. Try them. It sheds a new light on what a euphonium can be in the market. You can have as many different styles as you want. I mean, look at this. It's pretty different, right? The engraving, the colouring. And there are brushed colours, there are different metals, different thicknesses of metals. No other brand offers this. Go and try it. I'm sure you won't be disappointed.